Good morning, at least morning for me. What's the time? It is 8:30 a.m. I have not done a video forever. I'm so sorry. You know what? I think I've done like 4 videos on this YouTube channel. And everyone tells me to build up your viewers, you need to regularly post content. It needs to be like if you do it every few days or every day, it needs to be regular. I don't know how long it's been. What, 3 weeks? Every day I wake up and I think, right, I've got to do a video today. I've got to do a video today. And then I find like loads of mixing work comes in, mastering work comes in, production work comes in, life comes in. And I say, all right, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And before you know it, you're like dead. So I've actually, with all this in mind, and I've got so much to do today, I've actually been awake since 3 a.m. in the studio, and I didn't go to bed till 1 a.m. Because I went to a restaurant last night. Oh my goodness me. I had in this restaurant grilled place. Oh, with like fresh lemon juice, a bit of salt, and you just scrape it off the bone. Honestly, it's the best thing that's ever been in my mouth, apart from my wife's breasts. But other than that, like, oh, juicy, incredible. The fish. So anyway, back to music. So yeah, I'm always having a debate with my mate Paul Ashmore from Audio Animals about audio, about analog versus in the box. And I always argue that in the box is as good, if not better. I'm not necessarily better, but as good and easier and simpler. And to be honest, I don't really like using hardly any plugins, and I'll show you this in future videos. I tend to use just an SSL on every channel, and that's it. But sometimes on the tube bus, I'll put plugins to make it give that kind of like analog kind of warmth that people talk about. So I'm going to show you 3 plugins that I may put into my or onto my tube bus. So one of them is the bus compressor 2, which is great. I must admit, I always use this. I usually mix into it, especially as I've got my controllers. So I can just control it with my UC1. So let me show you. These are the settings that I like to use. So on the master. So feel free to copy these exactly. And then the only thing I'm turning is the threshold, which with my controller, well, it's not even doing anything. What is going on? Have I lost? Oh, wrong one. I am losing the plot. Oh, what have I done then? Have I just messed up something? Probably. I've just messed up the kick. Hold on 1 second. I've messed up the kick. Let me just sort this out because I've changed the threshold on the compressor here. Right. That's better. Sorry about that. I'll talk about this actually, this plugin in another video. It's brilliant. I use it everywhere. It's the nuts. But anyway, back to the master. Right, it's this threshold. So yeah, the only thing I like to change once I've got these settings is the threshold, and I like it so that the needle just kind of flicks, and that gives it a kind of like true analog bus compressor warmth. So let me show you. I'll kind of exaggerate it so you can actually hear what it's doing, and then I'll dial it back. So rather than use the mouse, I'll just use the threshold, but this time the right one. Okay, here we go. So let me just bypass on and off the plugin so that you can hear the difference. Yeah, it's a bit subtle. I'm using it subtly, but it makes a definite difference. Right, have a listen. So I'll do it off first and then on. So I don't know if you can hear that. I mean, I can certainly hear it in here. You should be able to. So for me, that's a beautiful difference. It's not massive, but it definitely does something. And it's all about the cumulative effect of like various plugins together. So I'm going to leave that on now. And now another plugin I really like to use after the bus compressor 2 is another SSL plugin. This one called Fusion Transformer. It's really, really, really good. Have a listen. It's really good. It's the nuts again. So again, I'm going to play bypassed and then on. I mean, huge difference. Listen, like the brightness and everything, just the analogness, if you like. So here we go. So this is off and then on. I mean, it's like it's dead without. I've given it a bit too much on purpose. I've exaggerated it, but I'll turn it down a little bit. But yeah, great plugin. And then another one I'll use after that is often a plugin called Alkane. This is really good. Made by California Dynamics. By the way, no one's paid me to say any of this. I've paid for all these plugins, trust me. In fact, Alkane was really expensive like when I got it. I don't know how much it is now, but it was a good few £100. But now have a listen. So I'm leaving on the SSL bus compressor 2. I'm leaving on the transformer, the Fusion transformer, and now I'm going to add Alkane to the mix, literally to the mix. So listen to this difference. So again, I'm going to bypass Alkane and I'm going to put it back on again. I've tried to match the volumes. I think they're pretty much the same because obviously everything that's louder sounds better. So there's no point in doing that. You're just kidding yourself. But yeah, have a listen. So again, off and then on. I mean, that difference is like, it is pretty incredible. Now, just to show you all three of my plugins. So let me just switch them all off, all bypassed. And then I'll switch them back on and have a listen to the difference. Right, so this is off. And now let me switch them back on again. Here we go. So there you go. That's my way of getting a slightly more analog sound. And to me, once you add these little things and they kind of like sum up together, there's no difference, man. I'm telling you, there's no difference. If anything, digital is better. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will make more regular content from now on. I'm sorry that I haven't. And see you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.